Welcome to Business and a Sleepy Baby, I guess. Jade and I are here to watch this video about
the millionaire who went homeless.
And he went from zero to hero to prove that you can too, except he didn't. And there's a lot of hate and backlash against this guy for even trying this project. Ready to react to it? No, you just have some good dreams, okay?
With the goal to make $1 million from nothing in only 12 months.
I have a cell phone and I have camera gear.
So he has a backpack and camera gear. Now, why didn't he just take a cell phone?
Finally, someone nice enough to give me some water.
You can go to McDonald's and get free water.
Didn't make any money. My bench right here that I'm gonna be sleeping on tonight.
So he's panhandling right now. He has zero money, panhandling.
Something amazing happened. Out of nowhere, like this kid hit me up and said like, hey man, you can crash here. Offered to drive 30 minutes.
Somebody just gave him a place to stay.
I pray you for all
Not skill.
Okay, thank you. I mean, you don't have to, but just thank you so much. I just sold my first couch for $100.
So he's selling and flipping furniture.
So he spent the last $40 he had to join a co-working space.
$25 an hour working for a law firm as a virtual assistant. Not expecting this to take this long for me to get out of this situation.
You ever be a guy in a cockroach infestation? Trying to sleep in a place where there's cockroaches everywhere, you imagine them crawling on you?
I've been in a place where there's cockroaches. I lived there for years. He's so lucky to have a hot place to stay. He's like, ew, I can't deal with bugs.
I am at the farmer's market here. I'm looking for people that are selling product that I can maybe partner with and sell online.
So he's trying to become a middleman. He went very niche on this.
A coffee brand for dog lovers. You're spending 25 grand a month on production?
$25,000. You're making this a minimum wage.
You are paying people way too much. You're homeless and you're trying to get employees. You need partners is what you need. So he got himself a very fancy building to live in.
I'm gonna rent out 4 of the bedrooms for $1,000 a month, so it pays for the place, and then that 5th bedroom I would get for free. Rent free plus.
Oh, it's a lease.
Money.
And also,
he's leasing it and subleasing it to people. You have to have money to start there. Apparently he did.
He just found someone to co-sign it.
Now he could be subleasing to business partners.
We got our first coffee order ever. Quick. Save up some money, downsize, quick. See my family's healthy. That's all that matters. My dad was officially diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer.
Continue the project.
So this happens. You're trying to go from 0 to $1 million. You're trying to go from rags to riches, and all of a sudden, something comes up that's just totally derails you. And he's discovering this.
Mike was still juggling way too many things, spending only 5 hours a week on the e-commerce company, trying to squeeze in family time, making content to document the $1 million comeback, and researching cancer to help his dad.
So he's paying for all these employees. Why doesn't he pay somebody else to research cancer to help his dad? You could spend that time making money and pay somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Gets on the call and he literally, dude, I was gonna kill myself. I came across your content, it just gave me hope.
So there are people seeing the positivity in his message, his attempt. So that was the video. Some people are getting upset in the comments, so here's some clarifications. The point of this project was not to inspire the homeless people to prove that they can easily make $1 million, as explained in the video. That wasn't the point, as I explained it. It was to show that people in general can make a comeback even if they lose everything. In the end, it's all about the skills and confidence, but both can be built, and that's the entire point. All of the information you need is free online. Okay. For that, Douglas Kruger had a very similar thing to say here.
If I had to take someone who does drive the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, someone with their own private helicopter, with their own business, whatever the case might be, and I transplanted them into your life, do you think they would be able to get back out? If we say yes to that, then what we're saying is the gap between where you are and where that person is up here.
Okay, so the gap between where that person is and where I am is all up here. That's the whole point of the video, is it's not what you're physically given, it is what is up here, and the idea is that what is up here in your head is what can determine, yeah, those things up here in your head can determine how you react to each situation. There's a lot of hate that this guy gets for attempting this project because People believe that he is going into it saying that, oh, look, I'm like any other homeless person. And homeless people have a lot of other qualities and traits that are keeping them from being a millionaire, like, mental disease, physical ailments, whatever it might be, that are also hindering him. Like his dad got sick, and all of a sudden that derailed his entire thing. Just imagine somebody who's got a lot of issues piling up like that for their lives. Essentially what they're saying, creators of this video are saying, is that that's not the point. The point is, if you had nothing and except for a millionaire mindset, you could get yourself out. Now the funny thing is, he doesn't he doesn't make $1 million. And he learns a lesson, and so that's why a lot of people feel vindicated, like, yeah, now you see that this is not easy. This is really difficult stuff to do. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard work. And maybe the millionaire doesn't absolutely have all of the tools that he needs to get him out of nothing and into wealth again. So that's what a lot of people are looking at. So people are upset saying, see, you can't do it. You can't do it. This guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what's what. So now, we put that rich guy in his place. Here's the thing. I can't completely adopt that perspective. While, yes, it's vindicating to sit here saying, there, now you see why it's so difficult for us. I can't completely lean into that, because the other problem with that is that would mean I can't do it. You see? Now you know that I can't do it. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to believe that, because that belief does not suit me. I can't believe that, because if I believe that, I'm just going to give up, and I'm not going to have it anyway. And what's the point of giving up? There's no point. So why even sit there and think about, like, well, this is why I can't do it, and that's why I can't do it, and why don't you just look at the things that he did accomplish and try to figure out how you can do it better? So that's part of it. It's like, did he fail? I guess, yeah. When you take a look at what he was trying to do to become a millionaire again from nothing, you might even say he had an unfair advantage and he failed. But what else did he do? He did make a lot of money in the process, and he spent a lot of money trying to make that money in the process, and he gave you a lot of information about what he did, a lot of behind the scenes. He gave you enough information to give him a performance review. Yeah. You want to give them a performance review? A lot of people become successful because they have people to look up to who fail, and then those people have taught a valuable lesson to you. They failed, so you learned the lesson and you don't have to fail. So yeah, that's true. The project had a little bit of a flaw because he didn't have to overcome the learning curve of what it takes to network, and he did have a lot of things just handed to him that nobody else gets handed in life. I guess the thing that you can look at is, like, there are little things that you are given in life. With a little confidence, you can get handed more, sure. And the other thing is that when you get handed something small, make the most of it and really make it valuable. Something else I see him doing is creating a bunch of different businesses to try to use as leverage to get to the next business and the next business. I almost wonder if he's spreading himself thin instead of focusing on a single niche. I think there's a lot of mistakes that he makes that he could use some help. Millionaires are used to throwing money at problems, and I see him doing that a lot. Instead of actually addressing what's wrong here, what do we need to give to get this thing? And they really waste a lot of time. For that, you could take a look at Pepsi marketing seminar. Maybe you want to check out some other video here. Also be a really good one to look at, isn't it? Isn't that one a good one to look at? Yeah, they can click on that one, yeah.